Huang Shaofeng, who had shown his armor, wanted to know whether Lin Yi would change his mind or not. Huang Shaofeng passed by his subordinates who had fainted. With a smile, he wanted to know whether Lin Yi would beg for mercy or not, because for him, it was not too late for Lin Yi to apologize to him now. Lin Yi shook his head and pointed the priest's staff at Huang Shaofeng and said,
"As the saying goes, the outside is like gold and jade, but the inside is rotten. What I mean is that no matter how strong your equipment is, it can't hide the weakness of your heart, and you won't be able to beat me."
Huang Shaofeng, who heard Lin Ye's poem, became angry. While running towards Lin Yi, Huang Shaofeng with all his strength wanted to kill Lin Yi. Huang Shaofeng attacked Lin Yi with 2 slashes, but Lin Yi managed to avoid them. Huang Shaofeng was surprised by Lin Yi, who could dodging his attack. Huang Shaofeng's men who saw the fight felt that this was impossible. He didn't know what skill Lin Yi had used before, but he managed to take down himself and his colleagues who were wearing gold equipment. He was confused by Lin Ye's high damage, and he was also curious about how Lin Yi could do it. And what made it even stranger was when he saw Lin Yi when they attacked him at the same time. That kid doesn't even look like a human, and is more like something that emerged from the demon tide 10 years ago. Huang Shaofeng looked back. He was confused and shouted at Lin Yi that maybe he put all his points on agility. He didn't accept this because he obviously had higher attributes. But Huang Shaofeng didn't think about it anymore and started jumping and preparing attack. He thought that this attack would kill Lin Yi. Lin Yi again avoided it. He told Huang Shaofeng that his attributes were too low because his attacks couldn't even hit him. Huang Shaofeng was surprised by his attacks, which were again dodged. Lin Yi said that it was his turn. He said that he would first look for weaknesses equipment. Lin Yi started attacking him using his skill, which caused 1,000 points of damage, and Lin Ye's upper armor was damaged, which caused Huang Shaofeng's diamond grade armor attribute bonus to disappear. Huang Shaofeng held his armor, which was starting to be damaged. Huang Shaofeng was angry because his armor had been damaged, which made him shake with anger. Huang Shaofeng, who was full of anger, attacked Lin Yi blindly with his skills ranging from sudden strike, 3 strikes in a row, and crashing thousands of troops, but Lin Yi managed to avoid all of his skills. Lin Yi jumped up, which shocked Huang Shaofeng's men who saw him. Huang Shaofeng, who was seriously injured and exhausted, told Lin Yi to stop running away. When he said that, he realized something. He realized that his wound was getting worse, makes him feel pain and causes continuous damage. He is confused by the strange skill that Lin Yi just used. Lin Yi began to take out healing skills from his hand. While healing Huang Shaofeng, he said,
"For trash like you who doesn't have fighting skills, my basic attacks are enough to penetrate your defense."
Lin Yi made a deal. If Huang Shaofeng wanted to, will make an agreement. Lin Yi will tell Huang Shaofeng to say that he will voluntarily give his diamond grade equipment to Lin Ye's classmate. And as an apology, he will no longer spread the dog plague again. Lin Yi asked what he thought about that. Huang Shaofeng angrily said that it only existed in his dreams. Huang Shaofeng was hit by Lin Ye's skill again. Lin Yi said that his skill was on cooldown again. He also said that his expensive armor was now gone. Huang Shaofeng was angry because he felt threatened by Lin Yi. And now he will make Lin Yi receive his ultimate attack. He attacks him using the Pegasus Meteor Explosion skill, and seems to have succeeded in hitting Lin Yi, who was silent. Huang Shaofeng smiled, thinking that Lin Yi had now felt his ultimate attack and must have died, but when he wanted to continue his words, he was shocked by his fingers and elbow suddenly bending, which made him feel pain. Lin Yi walked casually out of the smog while using heal on his left hand. He used healing on Huang, and used bone regeneration, which made the fingers and elbows that had been bent by Lin Yi return, as before. Huang Shaofeng felt that this was very strange. He also threatened Lin Yi if he touched him again. He will make his father never let him go. Lin Yi, who heard that, became angry. Lin Yi said that the thing he hated most was someone who dared to threaten him. Lin Yi used his reversal healing plundering technique skill on Huang Shaofeng, which made him in pain. Lin Yi asked Huang Shaofeng to calm down because this was just the beginning for him. He used a skill that made Huang Shaofeng hit hard because Lin Ye's skill hit him. His subordinates were shocked by the skill that Lin Yi released, and with a smile Lin Yi recovered Huang Shaofeng again, which made Huang Shaofeng ask Lin Yi not to it again. Mercilessly Lin Yi squeezed his hand, which made Huang Shaofeng explode. Huang Shaofeng's men who saw the incident said that this scene was very scary. His men asked him because he didn't feel that the person he was provoking was really a priest. Lin Yi hit the ground with his stick and started using the catastrophe skill, descends that made something like lightning strike Huang Shaofeng. His men panicked and hoped that Huang Shaofeng wasn't really dead. And without Lin Yi realizing it, there was a light in the bushes. The light was the light from a camera that was recording him. A few moments ago, the camera footage was recording live. People who saw it asked what this was. They were confused about what Huang Shaofeng was doing and who the person in front of him was. There were also people who guessed that they must be collaborating with gangsters to do it. Silent murder. When Huang Shaofeng's men were attacked by Lin Ye's talent, there were people who were confused about his skills. The live audience increased drastically because of this. Some of those watching were shocked by the very strong mage that Huang Shaofeng had found. When Huang Shaofeng confronted Lin Yi, said insulting words to Lin Yi, the people who saw it felt that Huang Shaofeng very toxic and has no morals. Some call him a hypocrite, and there are also people who hate rich people because of this. The live got a lot of viewers because of the news that the second rich man who abused his power was brutally destroyed by a big shot. Seeing what Lin Yi had done, the people who watched it were shocked by a priest who could heal and dealing damage simultaneously. People are curious about Lin Ye's talent because he can defeat warriors with diamond equipment easily. There were people who were familiar with Lin Ye's face. Another person asked about his origin, who was from the city's professional academy. Jiang He answered that maybe the person they were talking about was the same as the person they were watching because a few days ago it happened. Conflict. Huang Shaofeng tried to shoot Goddess Su and failed. People who attended the same academy realized that Lin Yi was really a priest. The other people didn't think about that and felt that it wasn't important because the person they were looking at now was the person who was first rumored to be soloing the dungeon, and then a few days later Huang Shaofeng ate dirt. He felt that everything was clear. People speculate that Lin Yi must have awakened a top-class talent. People felt that the person who had created the forum and the god who sold SSS class equipment and strategies, as well as the person who had created the dungeon record, was the same person as the person who confronted Huang Shaofeng. Bai Ji, whose ID was "I'm not a seal," saying that it wasn't Lin Yi. She bought equipment from that person before, and that person was very simple. She asked them to stop gossiping. There were people who answered. He felt that the person above was too visible, and this was strong evidence. Bai Ji was confused about what she should do, because now the news had spread and couldn't be hidden any longer. She was worried because there must be many people out there who were stronger of him forming a team with Lin Yi, and he will lose the opportunity to be carried by Lin Yi. In fact, because Lin Yi was becoming increasingly famous, there was a reason why Lin Ye's fan group of people there considered Lin Yi to be like a god. Many people who hated Huang Shaofeng after this incident thought that everything he had achieved so far was because of his father's connections. They felt that Huang Shaofeng is a person who insults poor people and worthless spoiled children. People were confused about why someone like this could enter the professional alliance. They thought that he could enter here because of his father's connections. And because of this incident, many people who criticized Huang's company felt that the fruit was not far from the tree. They also asked Professional Alliance provides explanations and takes action. The share value of Huang's company also plummeted because of the hackers who attacked. Su Mumu, who saw the news on television, was angry and asked his parents to teach Huang Shaofeng a lesson. His mother knew that this child had a bad character and taking the wrong path in life would bring consequences to himself. But his mother asked Su Mumu not to use power that did not belong to others, because if her child does that, she cannot become a superior professional. With a worried face, Su Mumu called her mother. Her mother asked her child not to worry because if they did that, it would make Lin Yi the same as Huang Shaofeng. Her mother felt that Lin Yi would definitely can solve it alone. In another place, in a place where a mysterious man is, the person knew that Lin Yi had never participated in a professional test. The person said that Lin Yi was very interesting. He pressed a button that looked like a remote. After pressing it, the video showing Lin Yi fighting stopped. Looking at his abilities, Lin Yi, he speculated that his talent might be legendary. He also felt that choosing to be a priest was a bit of a waste of his talent. He calls Lin Yi the genius of the century. He also thinks that Lin Yi should be immediately accepted into the professional alliance as an exception. He wants to hear what other people think and think about accepting Lin Yi into the alliance earlier. Two women agree with his opinion, saying that for the sake of global stability, this person should be accepted as soon as possible. The man who had a bald spot on his head offended Xiaofeng's father and asked why he was still here. He thought that old Huang no longer cared about his son. The red-haired man felt that this was not a big problem for Minister Huang, and also that this was an opportunity, so he wondered why Minister Huang didn't take advantage of him. Minister Huang didn't say anything, but he felt offended. Huang Shaofeng's father, Huang Tianqi, is the head of Huang's company and the minister of the alliance branch. Huang Tianqi reasons that he still has business at the company and the compensation arrangements for Lin Yi have been planned, and as an unqualified father, he apologizes as much as possible for his son's behavior. He has also sent someone to deal with this problem on his behalf. And he also promised to handle this matter seriously. Moved to Lin Ye's place, who was torturing Huang Shaofeng. Someone asked Lin Yi to stop his actions. That person was in the helicopter. He asked Lin Yi for forgiveness so that Huang Shaofeng would be forgiven. Lin Yi, who hearing him, turned towards the helicopter and wondering who the person who had made that request was. That person was Zhao Qihong. He ran towards Lin Yi in a hurry and said that the chairman of Huang's company wanted to talk to him. Huang Shaofeng was happy because he thought his father was here to finish off Lin Yi. He told Lin Yi to wait and see what will happen. Lin Yi, who felt provoked, said,
Does this company chairman Huang want to pressure me? Then he can come here himself.
Zhao Qihong said that it was just a misunderstanding, that his purpose here was because the Huang family wanted to compensate for Huang Shaofeng's behavior, and he also gave a call from Uncle Huang who would apologize personally. Huang Shaofeng, who saw Zhao Qihong bowed to Lin Yi, feel like he's crazy. He remembered Zhao Qihong's previous words which said that his father wanted to apologize to Lin Yi. He was confused by the nonsensical things he had just talked about. A moment after Lin Yi answered the phone, a few moments later, a hologram of Huang Tianqi appeared on the cell phone. He apologized to Lin Yi for making him wait. Lin Yi didn't mind that. Huang Tianqi looked down at Lin Yi. He said that he was Huang Shaofeng's father. He explained that everything Huang Shaofeng had done was due to his lack of guidance. Therefore, he apologized profusely for all the trouble his son had given Lin Yi. Huang Shaofeng, who heard his father's statement, was shocked. Lin Yi, who heard it, felt that he was too kind. Huang Tianqi also added that a verbal apology was not enough to make up for his mistakes, so he wanted to apologize to Lin Yi directly and provide compensation in the form of equipment, items, and whatever Lin Yi wanted as long as it was within his ability, provided it. While for Huang Shaofeng, he asked Lin Yi to hand over his child to Zhao Qihong. He promised to discipline his son strictly. Hearing the statement made by his father, Huang Shaofeng immediately fell unconscious. Huang Shaofeng, who was in a fainted condition, was lifted by Zhao Qihong on the other side with a smile. Lin Yi felt that Huang Tianqi's request was right, so sincerely he will accept it. And regarding the compensation, Lin Yi wants 3 sets of diamond equipment which has no limit for priest, mage and swordsman, 1 each, and in addition he wants 5 million alliance coins. He asked Huang Tianqi if his request could be arranged. Zhao Qihong, who heard Lin Yi's many requests, was surprised. With Zhao Qihong thinking that free grade diamond sets and 3 sets for different classes were impossible to find in the entire city, Huang Tianqi felt that 3 sets of free grade diamond equipment were needed some days, and he told Lin Yi that it didn't have any direct stock here, but he asked Lin Yi not to worry because he would send someone to look for it in the special dungeon. Huang Tianqi's allies will also provide resources and other necessities to Lin Yi. On the other hand, Zhao Qihong, who carried Huang Shaofeng into the helicopter, felt annoyed because he had to clean up the mess that Huang Shaofeng caused again. Zhao Qihong pressed the button on his glasses, made him able to see things in more detail. When looking into the forest, Zhao Qihong managed to detect an electronic device which was a camera. Zhao Qihong began to approach the camera with his hand. Before closing the live, he thanked everyone who had watched. He also said that Mr. Huang had personal matters to discuss about the compensation plan. He also asked the audience to wait for the official live channel tomorrow to in more detail. Back at Lin Yi's place, he was wondering about the words of ally Huang Tianqi said to him. Lin Yi thought that it was said that the hidden people were aware of his existence, and he also felt that it seemed like these hidden people knew about his unusual abilities. Huang Tianqi said that he would guarantee Lin Yi about the secret resources of the dungeon nearby city. He said that there are a total of 50 dungeons except for the rare ones. He also told Lin Yi that Jiang City is not his own anymore. The city is filled with various kinds of conflicts and root-erased conflicts. Lin Yi asks Huang Tianqi not to worry because just a month is enough. Zhao Qihong, who listens to the surprise with Lin Yi, who plans to clear 50 dungeons in just 1 month. Bodyguard, who listening, was also surprised. He was curious how new professionals did that. Huang Tianqi asked Lin Yi to invite his colleagues tomorrow night to dinner, and also about online rumors. Lin Yi said that he would give his opinion in a professional forum, and Lin Yi Huang asked Tianqi to live stream dinner tomorrow. Huang Tianqi was surprised with Lin Yi, who was still young but had thought this far. Huang Tianqi said that everything was settled, so he wanted to finish the call. Huang Tianqi speculated that Lin Yi must have an extraordinary future because of his extraordinary abilities. Lin Yi finished the call by pressing end video. While returning the phone to Zhao Qihong, Lin Yi said,
Considering your attitude and Hai Huang, I will let it go today, but remember 3 mistakes and I will be out.
Zhao Qihong said that he understood. Zhao Qihong explained that the Huang family was very complicated. Extreme environments tend to create extreme people. Lin Yi said that he didn't mean to offend Uncle Huang's family because it would be rude to him. Zhao Qihong, who listened, thank you.
Thank you for your understanding, Lin Yi.
The next day at the 5-star restaurant Yuzalin, This restaurant is the first restaurant in Jiang City to be officially designed according to 5-star standards and is always proud of the chefs also brought in from all over the world. This restaurant is famous for its extraordinary focus on customer experience. Dining alone or in groups all get their own room. Each room has a dedicated service team, ready to be there at a moment's notice to guarantee the best dining experience. The most important thing is that this restaurant does not care about the status of the person who will eat here, even if that person can only buy cheap golden egg fried rice. Everything remains get the same service. Su Mumu, who feel worry, said.
Although Huang Tianqi has already apologized to you on the live stream, you should still be careful at this banquet.
Lin Yi asked Su Mumu not to worry, because now everything was no longer a problem. Lin Yi assumed that Huang Tianqi was making a serious apology because he saw his potential and wanted to stabilize the relationship. The waiter invited Lin Yi and his friends to enter. Huang Tianqi, who was waiting, invited Lin Yi to sit down. He also invited Su Mumu and Lin Zhe to sit down too. Su Mumu and Lin Zhe thanked him. Huang Tianqi asked the restaurant waiter to serve a special dish now. While holding a glass of wine, Huang Tianqi apologized for his son Huang Shaofeng's actions to Lin Yi and the other. He apologized because he didn't teach her properly and didn't pay attention to her, which caused her behavior to be evil. Su Mumu and Lin Zhe were surprised by Huang Tianqi, who didn't intimidate them, didn't act arrogantly, and was humble. They were both confused and couldn't believe the attitude of Huang Shaofeng's father and the figure of City Chief Jiang, which didn't match what they thought. Lin Yi respects Huang Tianqi, who doesn't defend his son excessively and chooses to humble himself. Lin Yi said that he understood Mr. Huang's honesty and he would also forgive Huang Shaofeng if he realized his mistakes and would learn from his mistakes. Lin Yi held Huang Tianqi's hand, which indicated the agreement they had made. Huang Tianqi's bodyguard said if he had brought the items, he asked his boss if he should show them now. Huang Tianqi told him to show it to them. The bodyguard accepted his boss's request and started to take out his equipment. The equipment that could be used by Lin Yi was called the Demon Emperor's Regal Outfit, which had the effect of adding statistics to his constitution, intelligence, and ability. Restores health equal to the damage given to the opponent. This effect has a 10-second delay. This equipment met Lin Yi's expectations. He felt lucky because this item had no problems with his current equipment. This item looked like a drastic increase in recovery and defense, but in reality this item doubles the reversed damage. Lin Yi said that he felt satisfied. Lin Ji felt happy because he had been given diamond-level equipment that matched his class. Su Mumu was amazed that the Huang family was able to get 3 sets of free grade diamonds. She felt that even with the Huang family's wealth, this thing was not just for show. She felt that the Money family must have a big investment. Smiling, Su Mumu was grateful. Thank you for giving good equipment. He is grateful and they will accept it. All of these incidents were recorded live using a camera. The people who saw it were confused by the boss of Huang Group, who showed respect for a beginner like Lin Yi. There were also people who still couldn't forgive him because of his son's behavior. There were also people who assumes that Huang Tianqi is only maintaining his image because if he doesn't compensate Lord Lin Yi. Everyone must have drowned the Huang family. A fan of Lin Yi who listened to his god said he would not pursue Huang Tianqi, told everyone to disperse. After the agreement had been completed, made them both gather each other. Lin Zhe felt happy because he liked with the food that had been served. Because everything was finished, Lin Yi asked Huang Tianqi to end this meeting. Huang Tianqi agreed. He also said that outside there were some of his own reporters. Lin Yi spoke, saying that the dungeon that Huang Tianqi had promised was nightmare-level access to the Land of Bones, but he knew that this was not all. The resources that promised by Huang Tianqi would also come. Lin Yi held his hand, saying that this was a good thing. The reporters outside were ready with their cameras. One of them told them that Lin Yi was coming out. One of the reporters talked about Lin Yi's ability, which they heard was reverse healing. He also heard that Lin Yi could also clear the dungeon alone. He asked if it was true. There were also those who asked about the truth of Lin Yi successfully completing the beginner dungeon and getting a SSS rating. The reporter asked Lin Yi to answer because no one had ever done that before. There were also those who asked about God's anonymous account on a professional forum. He wanted to know if the account was his. The reporters who saw Lin Yi all took pictures of him. Elsewhere in Huang Shaofeng's residence, which is in a gloomy condition, there is something that guarantees it, and its name is the destiny of the demon god.